Sláinte boys, we braised those short ribs in Guinness. My favorite way to render bacon is with a little water. Then turn the pan on. And to put a nice crust on those short ribs, we're crushing peppercorns and sea salt with a little onion powder, garlic powder, and cocoa, which is going to highlight that Guinness flavor. That's going to put a nice crust on the meat. And use the meat like a sponge to clean up the board too. That water's evaporated. Can you hear that? We can let these crisp up. Set it aside. We're going to use that later. But that bacon grease is going to be perfect for searing off our beef. Yeah, we want color like that on all sides. Once you got nice color everywhere, set them aside. We're going to need a buttload of onions. Don't rush. It takes time to build flavor. See? That's what I call color. Now you can add the garlic. That garlic's smelling good. It's ready. But you didn't think I was just going to use one for cooking, did you? Don't be a cavone though. Stop. Once it settles, finish it off. Sláinte boys. You want good stock or bone broth for this. And dark soy is going to give this gravy the color of Guinness. You don't need it, but I like it. My secret ingredient, a few whole prunes. The pectin in the prunes are going to break down and give this a nice natural sweetness. Time to nestle in those short ribs. A piece of parchment and a lid. Short ribs take a while. This dish is going to need potatoes, which you can steam or boil. And instead of making mash, we're making Colcannon with bacon fat, since we have some, and a whole bunch of cabbage. Season it up. We're hoping to get a little color on this. Like that. Remember, color is flavor. My little trick, to sprinkle the cabbage with a tiny bit of sugar now, spread it to the edges, making room to cook those leeks to give us that oniony flavor we need. Cabbage and leeks ready. And those short ribs, these took a total of 3 hours. Yeah, those are beautiful. But to maximize the effect of those prunes, we gotta blend this smooth. That looks pretty good, but a little cornstarch slurry will make it even better. Just make sure you bring it to a boil so that you can get the full effect. Now that's what I call Guinness gravy. Steaming potatoes in the jackets make it easy if you have a ricer. If you don't have a ricer, use a pasta strainer or just mash them. In goes that cabbage and leek. Remember those bacon bits? Don't throw those away. Fried onions aren't authentic, but they're f***ing good. Now think like you're making mashed potatoes. Butter, milk, and I always add a little cream. Yeah, that's going to be good. Now this is how you celebrate St. Paddy's Day. With Colcannon and a Guinness braised short rib. But the showstopper is that gravy.
That gravy is off the hook.
All about the gravy.
This meat is so tender.
I mean, come on.
Tender meat, creamy, chunky, delicious potatoes, and that rich gravy.
Those are mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, give me that. I don't even want corned beef and cabbage anymore.
They don't actually eat corned beef and cabbage in Ireland, but I guarantee they'll love this.
I'm a fan.